My name is Ife West, wishing you live and direct from the heart of Africa. If this is your first time watching me on this channel, you are highly welcome. This is a place where I separate the facts from the fiction, the science from the superstitions, and the concepts from the misconceptions about African spirituality. Today, I'll be talking about some misconceptions about the phenomenon or the term we call initiation in African spirituality and ancestral offerings. I have talked about this topic before, but a lot of people are still not really understanding it that much. So I am coming back again to it. When we say what does it mean to be initiated into African spirituality, what does it connote essentially, and what to expect from the process or the practice of initiating yourself into African spirituality, and what is the essence or importance or benefits of ancestral offerings. Why do we do all these things, and what to expect from all these things? First of all, what we say being initiated into a spiritual system, for instance, being initiated into Ifa, which is the Yoruba spiritual system of West Africa, or being initiated into Igbe, or Santaria, Palo Mayombe, or any of the African spirituality system. The word initiation simply means to begin, to initiate something, to start something. When they say something is an initiative, it's an idea, a project, something you want to do, just like an introduction to a subject to begin doing something. Okay, there's nothing more to it. When you want to initiate yourself into Ifa, what it simply means is that you want to start studying Ifa. You want to start learning about Ifa. You want to know about Ifa. You want to join a school. We call it a house or a sec or a circle where they teach this kind of things, or a temple. Let me use that word so people can understand. It is exactly the same thing as going to a university and applying to say you want to study a certain course. You want to study medicine, study business administration, study law, or any kind of discipline that they have in that university. You go there, you buy the application form, you fill it. If they accept you, you do like if they do a ceremony for you, they call it orientation ceremony, where they will tell you about the school, the rules and regulations, the do's and don'ts, where you can access the relevant information, how to cope with the life of the university. They give you that orientation, that they matriculate you. The matriculation ceremony is the final ceremony where they will certify you as a student of that university, and you will be given a matriculation number, a student number, to show that you are a real student, you have been enrolled in this university, and you will carry that number till you graduate, where they will give you your graduation certificate, and later they will call it a convocation ceremony to certify that you have gone through this process, you fulfilled all the obligations, and now you are now a graduate of that institution. Is it not the way they do it in the university? The same thing is what you will find in African spiritual system. In the ancient times, African spiritual system is a school. It is the only universities we have in Africa. Okay, this term universities is started from Africa. What we have in ancient times are temples of different deities. Now we use Kemet as a classical example. Kemet and Kush, because everything from Kemet came from Kush, which is in modern day Sudan, the Kushite Kemetic spiritual science. It is a university, the study of life. When you, as an adult, you grow up from a teenager, you have to study something to become something. Then you will finally go to join one of the temples. You can join any of the temples. If temples is dedicated to a particular deity, we can say temple of Heteru, which is Oshun, or it can be temple of Tehuti, temple of Amera, the temple of Karnak, which is the biggest temple in the world. You can join any of the temples. Temple of Khufu. You can join that one. You can join anyone you want to join of any of the deities, Bast, Ampu, Asa, Osiris, Eru. All of them, all the deities are uh, dedicated to a particular temple. So when you join this temple, you are expected to learn everything about that deity. And there are processes, and you leave that place, you join another temple, you leave that place, you learning. It is the universities that we have in the time past. What you see here is in the so-called Ifa initiation and the Igbe, what we have in West Africa is just like that. Joining or registering in any of these houses, as they call it nowadays, or circles, as they call it nowadays, is simply indicating your interest that you want to learn to study about the deities that they have. Once you join this temple or this house or this circle, what you will be learning there is the different deities that they have there, their function, their characteristics, their way of doing the ceremonies or offerings pertaining to them, and of course the science of these deities, which is the different spells that you will find that they are learning how to do there. These spells include, and it's not limited to, healing of diseases, which is related to herbal remedies, mixing of compounds, learning art and craft, which is the art of metal smithing, creating sculptures, creating um, articles, machines, stuff that we use in everyday life. It includes music, learning how to sing, dance, and all sort of things. All this you learn it inside the so-called house or the temple. So being initiated is simply beginning to learn about all these things. Now, the major misconceptions that many people have now is that initiation into African spirituality is a money ritual. That once you initiate, you will start getting money, you will become a rich person, you will become big and larger than life. This is a very wrong mentality. And it also happened to me too. A lot of these are hungry spiritualists, fake spiritualists, these our so-called people that claim to practice African spirituality. When you fall into the trap or the hands of these people, they will tell you all sort of stories to take money from you. Anything, they will tell you that, oh, you want to be initiated. In fact, they will even be the first one to sell the initiation to you. Okay, for them, it's a money making a scam, it's a business that they initiate people into IFA. What they do is that they will ask you to bring a very large sum of money, and they will keep that money for themselves, for their mind, they don't hammer. And they will just organize one kind of fake ceremony or very kind of limited ceremony for you, and they will tell you have not been initiated. Okay, they initiate you, they don't teach you anything. Somebody that is initiated into a sect, it is a place for learning. So what you should expect is that the people that initiated you are supposed to be teaching you about all the deities, the personalities of the deities, how to venerate them, their purpose, their work, and they'll be telling you about African history, how to work with these deities, how to do things. They will supposed to equip you with knowledge about African spirituality. You are supposed to be equipped, and they are supposed to prepare you for priesthood, for graduation, whereby you can be able to, at the end of the program, you should be able to stand on your own 2 feet and say, yes, I practice African spirituality. I am a master or mistress of this subject. I can be able to point people in the right direction. Just the same way you go to universities to say, I study psychology, sociology. I should be able to work in so and so capacity to add value to the life of people. And this kind of thing is supposed to happen in African spirituality when you practice it. Okay? But what we see now is the opposite. People are initiated and they don't know anything. They don't teach them anything, and they keep taking money from them. And the people get frustrated and then they run away. And then they say African spirituality is a scam. I will not blame them. This is what currently goes on in the practice. And they have now turned it into the belief that it is a money making ritual, that once they initiate you, you will have lots of money. And a lot of priests and spiritualists, they still tell this lie till today. And it's very, very painful. It's very, very, I still see people telling all this lie that once you come to the shrine to come and do offering, that you become a millionaire in the shortest possible time. And the funny thing is that they themselves, that are the priests of this shrine, they are very poor people. Many of them don't even have a car. They not get the basic things of life. They are struggling. Many of them, they suffer. Somebody that's claiming that if you come to his shrine to do ritual, you become a rich man, is trekking. Why can't he do the ritual for himself to make money to buy a car? And he not have something that he has not been able to accomplish. He is claiming he can accomplish that the same thing for you. It does not work like that. You cannot give what you don't have. If you really have the knowledge and wisdom of making people millionaires, you should first of all make yourself a millionaire before we say you want to make other people a millionaire. That is the way I see it. Common sense approach. It is not the stupidity of the things that is going on now. You can't just give what you don't have. It's like somebody that is a failure in dating. You don't have a dating game. You don't have a secured relationship, claiming that you can do love spell for people. If you see all these kind of red flags, let me call it red flags, you should run away. Somebody that does not have money, claiming that you can do ritual for you to become wealthy, you should run away. If you see somebody that does not have a stable relationship, claiming that they can do love spell, and you see that they are struggling in their dating life, just still run away. So the person cannot do anything for you. This is one of the main things. Then you can see some other people that they still have some capacity, but we should be very careful in venturing into all these things. The main point I'm saying here is that initiation ceremonies into African spiritual practices must not be seen for what it is not, money-making rituals. That if you do the initiation, you pay your $5,000 or $10,000, that you become. No, no, no. It's a big lie. It simply means to learn, to begin learning about African spirituality, to begin learning about the things that we do in African spirituality. So it's just like when you go to register to start learning, studying your business administration, or your anything you are learning in the university. You starting as a student does not make you a rich person. Okay, you will struggle, you will learn, you will do so many things to get this knowledge into you. Then when you start practicing, when you have graduated, is that not when you start making the money? Okay, that is when you start making the money. When you have completed your study, you now get a job or you open a business for yourself. That is when you start making the money, not in the learning process. So please don't let anybody deceive you. A lot of people have been coming to say they want to be initiated. It is not a money ritual, oh boy. In fact, initiation is hard because you will learn, you will spend sleepless nights reading books, learning spells, discovering things. While other people are sleeping, all your mates are going to party, clubbing, dating, or gallivanting, doing all sorts of things. You will be by yourself, learning how to mix herbs. You will be finding yourself inside the bush, looking for leaves, searching for things, doing experiments. Your kitchen will turn into a laboratory. You will be doing the opposite of what other people are doing. You will lose many of your friends when you stop being religious, when you stop believing in mainstream media. People will think that you are going crazy. Your life might turn upside down. You might even lose your best friend. You can lose your partners. You will lose your family members. It is a war zone for you to go against the grain. It is not easy. So it is not for, that's why we say it's not for everybody. Okay, it is not for the faint-hearted. It is not for people that are looking back into the world. There's this story in the Bible of somebody's wife that looked back and turned into a pillar of salt. Once you start this process, you must not look back. If you look back, you will turn into a pillar of salt. That's so it just be. So it is for serious-minded people, dedicated people that really want to learn something. They want to learn the secret of African spirituality. It is not for everybody, please. And it is certainly not a blood money or money making ritual that if they initiate you, you will start making money. A lot of these evil spiritualists or hungry, let me use the word hungry, that then they always tell this thing to people that whether you do the initiation, you become a millionaire, and they will try to extract as much money from you to do this ceremony. They will always call for a very expensive, elaborate ceremony. You will kill goat, you will kill ram, you will cook, you will even carry musicians. All this rubbish, unnecessary. Dance you to a river or dance you to anywhere, parade you around town, dance like they are doing something big just to waste your money, waste your time. All for nothing. It's just wickedness. Just because they want to show themselves or they want to get money from you. This is not good. I have seen this thing. I have been I've experienced this kind of things. So you should look out for all these things. Once a real place that we want to teach you these things, they don't put you through all those stress. You indicate your commitment and you simply start your study. The main thing is that you learning something. What you are learning, are you seeing value in what you are learning? Is the information you are getting, is it changing your life? Is it transformational? All these are the things you should ask yourself. Are you making a difference? Are you going forward? Is it draining you? If the process is draining you, then maybe it is not for you or you should not do it. If it is stressing you, if the priest or the chief priest or goddesses or whatever they are demanding, always demanding sacrifice, just know that you are in the wrong place. They're just stealing money from you, using you to enrich themselves or to feed their family. It is not supposed to be so. Should be purely for study. Like, let me say 80% study and practice, 20% ceremony, even 10% ceremony. Okay, African spirituality is supposed to be like a study of the science of Africa. Okay, so anything you are doing should be something that is giving you knowledge, that is empowering you. Okay, empowering you, opening your eyes to new things, connecting you with divinity, expanding your consciousness, giving you new information, and liberating you from all kind of barriers, economic barriers, religious indoctrination, racism, apartheid. It should be able to free you, fully empower you in a 360 degrees ramification. Every aspect of your life will be affected by the knowledge, by the empowerment you are receiving. This is how it's supposed to work for you. If it is not working for you like this, then something is wrong. If somebody is blocking your spiritual ascension, calling himself a spiritual master or godfather, God that don't want you to learn, want to create a cult of personality that you should come to them for everything, this is very, very wrong. This is very, very wrong. If the teacher is not making the knowledge the center of focus for you, then you are going the wrong path. If he's making himself the center of focus, he wants you to worship him. He's not positioning himself like an intercessor between himself and the spirit world, like the way these 409 pastors do, where they say that they speak to God, they see God, and they talk to God on your behalf. So you bring all your money and tithe to them, and they talk to God for you. If the person is like that, becoming a middleman, whether the person is a chief priest of African spirituality or a pastor or whatever guru they claim to be, that person is a 419. It's a scam, a vampire. Okay, it should not be like that. Your center of focus should be on the study on the practice, not on the individual. Okay, this is what you need to understand. This is what you need to focus on. So if you, those people looking to be initiated, if you must initiate, me, I don't really see it as a big deal. You can, it's just registering to learn. I teach African spirituality. I don't initiate people. I tell you, it's your own self. It's you that will initiate yourself. The spirit will initiate you, not me. Okay, I'm just like a tool, or somebody like as a facilitator of that process. This is the way I would like to call myself, a facilitator of this process for you. So I am not the main focus here. I am not anything, and I don't claim to be anything. Okay, the knowledge is what you should focus on. How to get value from that knowledge, how to use that knowledge to improve your life. This is what you should focus on. I will give you access to the knowledge. Anything you want to do with it, it is your own decision and based on your own discretion. And this is what I do here on this channel. Okay, I am not the focus on, I am not anything, and I don't wish to be anything. Okay, I will not be here tomorrow. In the next 20-30 years, I will not be here, but the knowledge will still be here. Okay, so we should focus on the knowledge. This is the way I see this whole process thing. So initiation, if you come in for initiation to think that you will become a money rich man, sorry to say that you might become very poor after the initiation. Okay, so you should focus your mind. Why do you want to practice African spirituality? Do you really want to learn something, or you want to just get the name, or to claim to belong, or it is a faith for you, or you think that it's a money-making thing? And people also think that ancestral offerings is the same thing, that when you give ancestral offerings, it's a money-making thing. It is not. What ancestral offering does is that it's simply it's like a thank you, appreciation, and acknowledgement to your ancestors, the people that come before you, that you remember them, you acknowledge them, and you keep them in your heart, and you want them to be close to you. Okay, so that should be your main focus for ancestral offerings. Not that if I give ancestral offerings today, then the ancestors must give me 2 million tomorrow. It doesn't work like that. Okay, so your ancestral offerings that you do, regular offerings, liberation, is a thank you, a prayer to your spirits, to let them know that you remember them, and they should not forget you. They should keep guiding you into power, into glory, into good things, and protecting you from evil, the evils of this world, making sure you fulfill your destiny in this world. So while you are doing that, you focus on improving your life. Not that you give the offering, then you don't do anything physically to bring prosperity to you. You must find the kind of work that you will be doing that will be bringing money to you. Okay, if you are doing very low job, maybe you're selling pure water. If you're in Nigeria, then you're expecting billions. It will not come from anywhere. If you want billions, do business that attract billions. If you want big money, do big money business. This is the way it has always worked. You cannot be doing small money business, selling postcards of $2, then you doing rituals to expect to be a millionaire. It will not work. Okay, it is not rational. It is not reasonable. If you want to have big money, find skills that are in high demand. Engage in businesses that is in high demand. You cannot be working regular job, 9 to 5 monthly job, where your salary is fixed. They're paying you $500 a month, and you expect to be a billionaire or millionaire because you practice in African. It will not work. That salary is already tied to your value, meaning a whole year you are worth just $6,000. You are living within the means of $6,000. All your life, all your spending, everything will be limited to that little money you have placed on yourself. So if you want big money, it will be a good thing to quit that job and maybe open a business, align yourself for, connect to the place whereby you'll be having big money come through you, come to getting access to you. All these things are things that people don't understand. There's a lot of people practicing African spirituality today, and they are poor people, especially in Nigeria. I see them, they practice, they claim that their father have been practicing, They are sixth generation, 10th generation, but many of them are dead poor. What is the problem? The problem is not the practice, the problem is the mentality. Okay? Practicing African spirituality simply will not make you rich. Okay? Because you pour in libation every day doesn't mean that you will be rich. You have to do the kind of business. Money is also a deity. You need to understand how money works. Okay? Not just relaxing. You must do something that will attract the kind of money that you need to. So you must increase your value. Whatever you are doing, you must seek to find a purpose, reason in doing it, and how you can make money out of this thing and make reasonable money. You must develop your skill sets. You must work on yourself. You must think of adding value to your life. All this is what will differentiate you to from the next person and to bring the money to you. So simply doing the offerings will not bring that money to you. Your business, your skills, you must work on developing your skill set. You must work on adding value to the life of people. You some of us are being very ashamed to do certain things. We claim that we are graduates, we are sophisticated and hungry they catch us. Your sophistication must be tied to how you can adapt to your environment, how you can be able to focus on the opportunities in your environment. It's not about traveling abroad that will make you a rich person. Okay? Many people travel abroad thinking there's more opportunities there, to find out that opportunities is even much more difficult to get there. Okay? Anywhere you are in this world, you can make it. Just look for the things that people need and try to add value to their life. Think of a way to make yourself relevant in the scheme of things. Traveling abroad, living in Africa, or going any place, or traveling from country to country looking for greener pastures, it will not really cut it. Anywhere you find yourself, try to make the best of that place, and you will be prosperous. It's a mindset thing. Okay, try to look for how you can be able to add value to the place that you are in. Do something that will bring money to you. This is what I am trying to say. So it's not about the rights, the joining in Ifa house, or joining any form of African spirituality practice that will bring money to you. You have to be dedicated to the practice. You have to commit yourself, and the money you are looking for, it will come eventually if you are pure-hearted, you open mind. When you have finished practicing your studies and you learn it very well, you can use it to make money. Normally, if somebody practices African spirituality very well, they are not supposed to be poor per se, because the knowledge here is wealth on its own. The knowledge you can find here is wisdom, is wealth. It is liberating. So you should be able to do something with this knowledge and enrich yourself, empower yourself. It doesn't make sense that somebody will know so many things and he still cannot know how to use the knowledge to make money, and he will still be begging for money, and you know all these things, and you will still be doing charity. Well, I don't just understand how some of my African brothers, how they can make it to be very poor and they claim to practice African spirituality, and they know a lot of stuff. You know a lot of stuff, but you're not using it to empower yourself. I don't know how it works. Maybe I keep saying to myself, and most of these practitioners, they may not be practicing it properly. They are not focusing on the things that matters, or some of them are limited, maybe by their own mentality. Because it doesn't make sense to say that you have been practicing African spirituality for 20 years, 30 years, and you are poor. It shocks me. It shocks me. It's that maybe they don't know what they are doing, or they are doing the wrong thing. If you are practicing this thing very well, you started within 2 years, you're not supposed to be a poor person. So you start practicing today, you study today, you learn all these things. Within 2 years' time, you should be stable. Let me give you only 1 year. Let me say just within 2 years, your life should be stable. You will not be lacking basic necessities of, say, housing, food, mobility. You will not be lacking all those things. If you practice this well, you can use this knowledge to empower yourself. Think of how to use this knowledge to make money. Before you can be able to change other people's life, you must change your life first. Use the knowledge and the wisdom to change your own life. You cannot give what you don't have. Okay? So focus on using this knowledge. How can I use it to change my life? Where can I apply this knowledge? What is the benefit of this knowledge? Use it, apply it, change your life. Okay, when you have succeeded, then you cannot start helping people. But if the knowledge is not working for you, maybe you should try something else. Maybe African spirituality is not for you. Okay, it's not for everybody like that. So we should focus on using this knowledge to improve ourselves. Forget about the ceremonies, forget about the tradition. Let's try to focus on the science. What I do here is that I extract the science from the tradition and the ceremony. That is what is more important to me. The way of doing things. The science is much more important. The ceremony is good, but the science of the ceremony, use it for yourself. Okay, it should not be stressful. It should not be that expensive, and certainly, it should not be dragging you back. And you must not put yourself in a situation where somebody will be using you to make money, as if somebody will be calling himself a spiritual guru or priest or babalawo. They'll be micromanaging your spirituality. When you find yourself in this kind of situation, if the person is vampirizing you, you are certainly going to be poor. This is a lot of situation many people have put themselves. Don't let anybody intimidate you with a deity, threaten you. When you feel threatened by this, the deity is threatening you, forcing you, trying to control you. Deity, you must do this, you must do that. Tell that deity and that person to go to hell. That is where you need to know. You need to cut the thread of that relationship instantly and block them. Don't allow anybody to threaten you with any juju. Ogun say you must do this, this say you must do this. They must all go to hell. You are not doing anything and nothing will happen to you. So you need to know where to draw the line on initiation, putting yourself in situations whereby you have been taken advantage of. All these things happen. Okay, so when you want to initiate, focus your mind. For those people that are looking for wealth, a lot of these bad spiritualists are there that will deceive you. Focus on the knowledge. When you join a certain place, you are not getting knowledge. Cut yourself off from that place. They are not empowering you. This is what you need to know. Focus on learning, continuous learning. The thing about African spirituality is that there is no graduation, only initiation. You learn forever. We don't graduate here because nobody knows it all. Okay? There's no graduation for us. Once we start learning, we keep learning till we die. Even after we die, we keep learning. There are so many things out there we don't know about. So many planets, so many galaxies, star systems, so many things we have not yet explored. So we are everlasting students. We only get initiated, we do not graduate. Nobody is a master here. Everybody is a student. When you claim to know it all, you're already a liar. Okay? So this is the way I see the topic. And this is my 2 cents on it. I believe that the word is enough for the wise. Somebody can get something from this. So thank you very much for listening today. Questions or comments are welcome as usual. Please like and share this video. Subscribe to the channel. And when you subscribe, enable to hit the all notification sign so that you'll be the first to get my videos as soon as I release them. And if you want to learn African spirituality, I teach it on this channel. Okay, you can register for my program. My program is self-initiatory. You will initiate yourself, or rather the spirit will initiate you. Yeah, I will start you from history, to the science, the metaphysics, and the hardcore spirituality. There's no way you can say you want to study African spirituality without knowing African history. It's an oxymoron. It doesn't work. Anybody that tell you they can do that or they are doing that, they are doing it wrong. You will not learn anything. You will have a very weak foundation. A lot of these practitioners making mistakes, especially in West Africa and Nigeria, they know nothing about African history. These are the kind of people that keep doing spells in the name of Jesus Christ, These are the native doctors that will be putting picture of Jesus in their shrine, that they'll be using Bible to do spell. These are the kind of idiots that we will be finding in African spirituality because they don't know history. Their leg, they shake. Many of them are vested in superstition and they want to pass that superstitious belief to you. Many of them are vampires. They are just hungry people looking for a way out of poverty. That's why you need to know something by yourself. Nobody, don't look up to anybody for anything to put all your hope. You will focus on learning. So my program is about learning. You will learn so many things here. You will learn so many spells, so many stuff. I will give you all the materials that you need, and I will still be here for you. It's a 6 months program. Within 6 months, you become a master of this subject, and you can be able to stand on your own 2 feet. And you don't need me to be there. Very simple program. So please register for my program. It's not expensive. Ignorance is much more expensive. Then if you want to do your oracle tarot divination, I do that too. I charge $50 for that. Okay, I don't do charity work. I cannot know all these things. They be begging for money. So I use my knowledge to make money. Okay, so don't come here and say there's got a poor poverty story for me. I'm not get basket for rotting mango. Okay. Then if you like to read, if you want to read, you want to increase your capacity, your knowledge base, I have 3 powerful books here. This one on quantum physics and African spirituality. This is the first book written on quantum physics in the history of Nigeria, the whole West Africa. In this book, I was able to cover very difficult advanced topics like origin of religion with evidence, origin of God, origin of quantum physics from African spirituality, time and space travel, dark matter consciousness, the wormhole, the black hole, melanin, sacred space, the evil forest, how to classify African deities, and a lot more. Powerful book, practical book that will open your eyes, open your ears, and you will know within day. You will know how to connect African spirituality to modern day science and how you can use this knowledge to improve yourself, apply it to everyday situations, advance your science, your ears, or open your eyes to know what is going on in this space age. So this book is a book that connects African spirituality and science together. You need to have this book. If you have not have it, get the book. Just $50. Postage is $100. So this one too, walk in the shadow of the gods. Over 200 spells are here that will increase your capacity, your knowledge, your empower you to do many things. It will give you many insight into things in this world, how to walk, how to do African spell. Good book for you. Okay, it's better to have this book and don't need it. So say you need the book and don't have it. It is better to be a warrior in a garden than to be a gardener in a war. Know your way is not an insult, it's an advice. Know your way, not because. So get this book. $100 for it. Very cheap. Ignorance, once again, is much more expensive. This one, Whispers of Amente, Pathways to Ascension. This one will connect you with the African deities. The spells in this book are designed to connect you to open that gateway between the spirit world and this physical world. The nature, characteristic, personalities of the deities, why the deities are here, how they have their purpose, and how you can be able to connect with them one-on-one without any middleman once again, without wasting money to go and apply for visa, to buy tickets, to fly to Africa, start shopping for native doctors and babalawos, and finally you get one, paying for hotel bills. This book cuts out all those stress. You buy this book for $100, solve you many problems for you. So many powerful deities are here, how to do them. Eshu is here, Aset is here, Asar is here, Jehuti is here, Amera is here. What are you asking for? Even Set is here. So get these 3 books. 3 of them is just $300, postage included. And empower yourself today. Know something about African spirituality. It's a very big shame that a lot of people claim that they went to Western University. A lot of my African brothers that they are very intelligent, they study this and that, they have all the degrees, PhDs, and they know nothing about African spirituality. When it comes to African spirituality, they have zero knowledge. They are like idiots, ogobo. They don't know anything. They are fools. And we see these people in our government offices. We see them driving around town in cars, dressing up, pretending to be people, but they are empty vessels. They are like two-thirds of a human being. It's a shame that you call yourself an adult over 30 years. You don't know anything about your history, anything about your spirituality, and you are very proud. This is what gets me, and they are very, very proud and pompous. But I don't blame them, because empty barrels always make the loudest sound. Empty vessels. You know nothing about African history, nothing about African spirituality, nothing about yourself, and you are very comfortable. And these people are human beings. They are still having rights to talk about equal rights. How can we be free when we have an overwhelming population of these empty vessels in Africa? We can never be free when we have these people dressing up, and they are like they are Negropeans, goats. You don't know anything about your history. You don't know anything about your spiritual. You don't know anything about one single African deity. And you are so cool, so comfortable, so coy, so polished, and you think you know it all. And then when you mention African spirituality, they insult African spirituality. They insult their priests, insult their ancestors, call their ancestors demons. They don't want to. They are just like that. So it's a disgrace. It's a disgrace. It's a shame. I see these people every day. I don't know. I just look at them. So how do we solve this problem? We solve this problem by education. That is why we must be writing books. This is the reason I started writing, not because I want to show myself that I know how to write, say I sabi write, or say I go school. This knowledge needs to be codified and brought forth to light in modern realities. So if you are practice African spirituality, I encourage you to write stuff down. Write stuff. When I write stuff, I show my books here. Many of these people, I have been able to shut them down, because a lot of, they will claim African spirituality, they have no textbook. It has no way of explanation. It is undocumented. I have been able to debunk all those nonsense. With my writings, I have debunked all those. Who told you have no right? See the book here. Have you read it? I encourage you to read these works, then challenge them. When you, after reading the work and then challenge them, challenge me. Attack the work. So far, nobody have been able to say something bad or say something negative about, because they not get any bullet in their gun. When the truth stares at you, especially this one breaks their bones. This one exposes them that they are idiots, that they know nothing and they think they know it all. This one shames religion, takes religion and pieces it, exposes the lies, the fallacy, and the criminality with all evidence. This one breaks everything down, breaks down all the barriers. Nobody have been able to say what if he wrote in this book is a lie. Nobody have been able to come outside to say this book is a lie. So I have power over them. What is the power? Is the truth. That's why I insult them every day. And they cannot come close to me, because now them be the winch now. So we must be writing stuff. And we must be seen to be doing the work. Not preaching and telling people to bring goat for sacrifice like the way some other people do. Hungry, they catch them. Every day, sacrifice birds, sacrifice goat, sacrifice. You go kill all the whole animal finish for the earth. It will still not satisfy you. Knowledge is what the people need. This is the food. Knowledge is the power, is the key. Real knowledge. So this is where we need to focus on. Re-educating our people. The next generation, this generation is almost gone, but we must focus on helping the next generation. So we all have work to do. If you are not doing this work, you are going to die at. A lot of spiritualists, they are hungry today. They are suffering, and they will naturally die at, because they are not practicing it well. And the funny thing, when you tell these people, they will attack you. They will say you are trying to show yourself, you are trying to prove yourself, that you claim you have power more than them. So it is better we leave this set of spiritualists to just die their natural deaths, so that new people can come with knowledge to take their place. And that's what it's supposed to be. So these people, if they don't want to evolve, they are going to wither. That's why many of them are struggling. They don't want to evolve the practice with modern day realities. They don't want to share knowledge. They don't want to move humanity forward. They want to keep holding things down, holding people down, holding the consciousness down. This is their own way of practicing African spirituality. So many of them will suffer in poverty and they will die. And we will just be looking at them because it's a natural process of things. So new people will take their place. So when you are learning, do not make the mistakes of those people. Don't make their mistake, or you will weed out like them. Okay, you will die like them if you make the same mistake they are making. So this is the thing that you need to know on this channel. So initiation is not a money-making ritual. Ancestral offerings is not a money-making ritual. It is just a thank you ceremony to your ancestors. So I hope we are clear here. I thank you very much for watching this video. Questions and comments are welcome again. If you want to buy your spiritual items, your perfumes, your thunderstone, black stone, miracle stone, native shock, cowries, meditation beads, and other things, I sell it on this channel. You can contact me for all those things as well. Apart from that, I thank you very much. And for those people supporting the channel, I'm very, very grateful. And I'll be seeing you all in the subsequent videos as usual. So take care and bye. Peace. One love.